Okay, happy Wednesday. You know, hump day. So come and sit down, get settled. Take your seat. Find your way to be in your body. Right, reconnect and ground. Here we go. We're reading, going through the yamas this month. And I'm going to read a little bit about aparigraha, which is non-grasping or non-possessiveness. But non-grasping, that word right now just, right? Oof, not grasping to what we had, what we think we should have, how things should be, right? A continuous surrender, a consistent letting go right now. It is an absolutely, not only a daily practice, but probably an hourly practice for most of us, if we're sort of paying attention to the grips that are happening within us. There's this lovely, simple passage in this book. The breath as teacher. What if we could trust life like we trust the breath? What if we could take it in all the nourishment of the moment and then let it go fully, trusting that more nourishment will come? Just like the breath gives us nourishment, so does life in the form of homes, work, relationships, and routines that bring ease, beliefs, stances, and images of others. There is nourishment until we get attached to these things, often unconsciously, and then disturb ourselves with expectations, opinions, criticisms, disappointments, all because we forgot to trust life. Exhale and let go. Like the breath, when it is held too long, the things that nourish us can become toxic. So here we are finding balance. And so, you know, the nourishment of everything that we have in our home, finding a way to, you know, not indulge. Obviously, we're looking for comfort right now a lot of the time. And, you know, even Netflix can become toxic if we're sitting and feeling stagnant and watching too much of it, right? So finding our way back to balance and the exhale. Let's take a few exhales. So we'll actually start a round of Kapalabhati. We'll do one round, which is very strong exhalations, passive inhalations. Think about the stomach really pulling in each time you do that exhale, like a little pump, right? Exhale, exhale, exhale. So I'll lead you into it. Let's sit up tall and close the eyes and open up the shoulders, drop the shoulder blades down and open up the chest. Keep the chest risen. So even when you're exhaling and you feel that stomach pull in, keep the chest upright and the shoulders still. Let's take a deep breath in. Inhale. And a nice long breath out. Exhale. Inhale to a comfortable level. And begin. Good. Keep going. Exhale, 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 exhale. Feel the belly. Right? Squeeze it back. Each time, really tight. Exhale, 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 exhale. Good. So that the belly starts feeling even tired, right? Get it to squeeze. Exhale, 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 exhale. Let's keep going. Few more. Exhale, 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 exhale. Find your rhythm. Good. And we're going to slow down. Exhale 5, exhale 4, exhale 3, exhale 2, last one. Exhale all the breath out. As you exhale the breath out, put a little squeeze in the side rib. Inhale, bring the breath in. Bring it all the way up to the collarbones and hold the breath. Hold the breath on the inward retention. Lift the chest up, drop the chin down. Gaze inward. Lift the chin. Exhale all the breath out. We'll take one more round. Take a nice long recovery breath. Exhale. Good. One more round. Take a comfortable level inhale. And begin. Really sharp exhalations. X, 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 X. Good. Close your eyes now. Keep that stomach feeling like it's really pumping. Find a nice rhythm. Keep the mouth soft. Okay. As you go in these last few, take the inner gaze upward towards the third eye, right? Send all the energy up to the crown of the head. X, 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 X. Nice rhythm. Good. Just a few more. Exhale, 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 exhale. 4, exhale. 3, exhale. 2, nice long exhale, all the breath out. Feel the tube of the body, the torso get narrow as you exhale, squeeze. Inhale, fill the side ribs, fill up to the chest, fill up to the collarbones, rise up with that breath. Drop your chin down, close your eyes. Take an internal gaze, hold your breath. Lift your chin and exhale. Observing a sense of already beginning to drop a little layer, right? Peel something off. Now let's change the crossing of the legs, so whatever's on top, bring it underneath. Switch your legs out. Take your Sukhasana. Let's bring the palms to prayer. As you bring the palms to prayer, lift at the armpits. Get the armpits to rise up. And as the armpits and the armpit chest rises up, the shoulder blades will drop. Send your scapula, the shoulder blade, forward so it feels like it's tighter, it's gripping more into your rib cage. There's stability there. Close the eyes. Lengthen out your breath. Exhale, take one arm together. Inhale. Inhale. Drop your head down, bow into your inner teacher. Acknowledge that this is a sacred practice. It's connecting us to all the pieces of ourselves that we tend to forget. Drawing ourselves back in, opening ourselves up to the divine. Relax your arms. Let's lift the chin, start to open the eyes. Good, beautiful. It's going to come off our setup. If you're sitting on something, put it to one side, and then come onto your back. And hug your knees into your chest. Start in Apanasana. Okay, right. And maybe there's something very specific that you can think of that you can put into your practice as a sankalpa, right, as an intention that you need to let go of, right, to take those fists, relax the grip. Is there a grasping that you can stop wrestling with and just let it lay within you for a moment, right? Sometimes when we let go of something too quickly, obviously it just bounces right back in. We're really holding tight of it still. Right? So bring some space around the gripped parts of yourself. Good, let's do some churning. So a little more active churning with the legs. The knees will come up. Take your arms out to the side, palms flat. And we'll just start going from side to side. You can let the bottom knee drop. So to the left as you exhale, Jatahara Parivartanasana. Say that first time in the morning. Jatahara Parivartanasana. Knees up and knees to the right. And just start to open up that waist. Exhale. And bring it to the left. Inhale up. And exhale to the right. So maybe we're going to take that top leg on the next time As you exhale to the left and straighten the right leg out, push out through the hip, bend both knees, come up to center, and take it to the other side and stretch the top leg out, push out through that heel, send the knees up and churn. Use your waist, use the abdominal muscles to churn it up. Or turn it, right? Stomach turning posture. To the other side, push out. Inhale to the other side. And press and push out. Inhale, come up to center. And take happy baby. Flex your feet. And rock. Rock and begin to straighten the legs out. Find your inner thighs. Lengthen them. There we go, right? Finding ourselves beginning to come into balance. Balance with your breath, balance with your body. So a beautiful documentary last night. Daniel, thanks to Daniel for recommending it. It's called The Biggest Little Farm. And there's a farm here in Moore Park it talks about. It is an incredible journey of them creating a biodynamic, completely ecologically sound farm here in Moore Park. So, you know, talking to Netflix, if you want something to watch, it's a really beautiful journey. Let's bring the legs up and start to open up your ankles. Nice big circles. So you're going to keep it going in one direction until, well, we'll do it a couple more circles because we want the ankles to actually start feeling a little fatigue, right? We want to get the range of motion going and all of those muscles on the sides of the legs, front of the legs start to feel tired. Okay, and then go the opposite direction. There we go. Really take those big circles around. There it is. So you can feel those ankles, the muscles getting a little tired, another couple of moments. Yes, okay, relax that and dynamic, thread the needle. Arms down, right foot on top, and switch. Good. Press that knee in. All right, slow down your breath. So there is something kind of wonderful about the exhalations. So when you inhale, you get a little slight, it's called sympathetic arousal. The inhale pulls your nervous system up a little bit, right? A little more activated. And when you exhale, it activates the parasympathetic arousal, right? These are tiny little shifts in the body. So that shift back and forth, where you're able to inhale, get a little upward arousal, you exhale, get a little downward arousal, right? This needs to be in balance, right? It should not be more than one than the other. We often think like, oh, everything needs to be in this soft parasympathetic arousal. Of course not. And we have no energy, there's no up, there's no go in our life. So it's equal-sided. Of course, when we're stressed, when we've got too much adrenaline go through in the body, then the exhales become incredibly useful. And then inhale, come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Okay, so we're going to do pretty fast, swift bicycles. So often we do this really slow. I just want you to squeeze your belly in. We put some focus, and we're going to continue to put some focus on how the abdominal muscles end up towards your pubic bone. So I really want you to squeeze that up and the pubis towards your rib cage as we do this. So squeeze that up, hollow belly, and we're just going to go. Exhale. So the breath is going to be a little swifter, or you could really slow it down. Simple bicycles, but with some warmth, right? Really gathering up that warmth in the front of the body. Keep it going. Make it dynamic. Keep breathing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, release. Hug your knees into your chest. Inhale, rock backwards and forwards. Come all the way up to sit. We're going to take ourselves on our hands and knees, Find your way to tabletop. So as you tabletop, let's take the hands a little bit out in front of your shoulders. So you're not quite on that little perfect table, a little wider. And then take that exhale and pull up and squeeze and really get the base of the pubis to lift and roll inward and up. And then inhale, start to rock a little bit forward. And we'll start to engage more of the upper back. And then rock a little bit back as you exhale. So we'll go slow and start to build up a little bit of the sway, a slight little up dog, almost to child's pose as you exhale, not quite. Inhale, come up, and then almost to up dog, right? Now roll the tailbone down, but not quite, right? And then back and forth. Starting to widen up your range of motion in this. Feeling out your spine. Right, so if you need more protection for that back, right, take more of the tailbone down, really lift up that front part of your belly, the part that's closest to your pubic bone, and it'll start to shift the direction of what your hips are doing. Good. You guys keep going. Just checking my mic. Okay, looks good. Back and forth. Widen it up. Now we're really integrating through the breath. Squeeze in as you exhale. Come forward. Inhale. Let those thighs drop a little bit more now. Right? Come back. Exhale. Good. One more. Exhale. Come up, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take it to downward facing dog. We'll start to walk your feet out. Take a little walk in the park, a stroll in the park. That's it. Bend one knee, press the other heel down. And maybe you want to put a little side to side as well. Right? A little bounce in the hips. Bouncy hips. There we go. The hips are nice when they bounce as well. You can really get the side rib cage to open. Beautiful. Okay, come back to center for one breath. Press out through your fingertips. Spread those fingertips and get your thighs to grip and engage. So work on getting a straight leg. That might mean your heels have to come off the ground. Doesn't matter. Just get that leg straight, grip up at the knee and the thigh. Take an inhale. Exhale, walk your feet forward to the front of the mat. Come up to the front and let's fold. Bend your knees. Take another long exhale. Let everything go. Good. One more breath. Exhale. Let's come up on the fingertips. Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Good. And then you'll exhale and fold in. Inhale. Let's rise up, yogis. Up we come. Exhale. Beautiful. Palms to prayer. Okay, so let's walk our feet in. Let's get the inner edges of the feet to touch. Come into full Tadasana. And take a moment and look down at your toes, and let's pick up those toes and spread them. And get as much of your foot to feel like it's stretched and landed on the ground, right? A nice big spread. So you're really taking up space, because the base of the mountain is supposed to be the widest part of the body, right? So that's why you're also really to pay attention to that width in the foot and the length in the foot. Move the top of your thigh bones back a little bit. Good, and then draw up some length. Draw up some length through the waist, up through the armpits. So everything's really growing from that base of the mountain. Arms down, stretch the fingertips down. Put some energy through the fingertips and take your gaze, look straight forward so that you've got a soft drishti, and yet there's this width that you can see around you. There is your periphery that you're also aware of. You're taking in more. But deep inner attention. Let's exhale a nice deep breath here. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back, come through your plank pose. Let's go to the ground on the first one. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, pull your palms back. Start to lift the chest. Some of you might want to come to upward facing dog nice and slow. Exhale, draw that low navel in. Come to downward facing dog, flip over those feet. Take 3 breaths. Ground through your fingertips. Right, so the letting go, the relaxing, the releasing of the whole sense of needing to get something. Notice when this comes up in your practice, right? When we start like using the practice. So instead of that, just come with 0 expectation, right? Let go, get into beginner's mind, just feeling and breathing. Inhale. Look forward, exhale. If you're ready, jump. Otherwise, step up. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, take your time as you fold. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift. Exhale, palms to prayer. Great again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back into plank. Take your time, lower down to the ground or Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right, letting go of expectation. Not needing anything, right? Not grasping for some state or some solution. Right, happy to be a surfer of life. We have to be here. We have to ride the waves. So riding the wave of the breath and how the body is today, how the mind is today. Right? Radical acceptance. Let it all just be. Inhale. Look forward. Exhale. Step or float up. Inhale. Lift the chest. Exhale and fold. Inhale. Rise up. Exhale. Palms to prayer. You guys go again. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back, move it through, take your plank. Take a moment in your plank, look forward. Exhale, use your breath to travel. Go down. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, use the navel. Take that one inhale. Exhale, look forward. Step or float up to the front of the mat. Come all the way up. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift. Exhale, palms to prayer. Inhale, bend the knees. Sit down in your chair. Utkatasana, we're going to stay. Sit down a little bit more. See if you can start to really sink the hips down as we're coming all the way down. Sit, point your toes, pull the belly in as you round down towards the ground. Release the arms, bring the legs up. Pretty speedy, back to our bicycles. Just bring this in. Keep going. Squeeze the belly in. Think about having that pubis really pulled up as you bring those legs up. Just a couple more, and we're almost there. And 3, 2, 1. Relax, hug the knees in. Long breath in, inhale. Long breath out, exhale. Rock up, Navasana. For a moment, squeeze those knees, hug them in tight. So no straight legs, but a squeezed knee up. Inhale. Exhale, cross your shins, step or jump back, meet us in downward facing dog. One breath. Step your right foot forward. Come to crescent pose. Inhale, put a little bend in that back knee, rise up. Okay, so get the armpits to lift and then put a little bend in the back knee and exhale, straighten it slightly. And then bend the back knee and straighten it slightly. One more time, bend the back knee, straighten it, lift the side ribs, simple twist. Take your left hand down, maybe put your hand on a block, reach the right arm up. Press the floor away, open up the shoulders, open up the collarbones. And then let your chest roll back a little bit, right? Let it roll back. Open it, open it. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground. We're going to straighten the front leg. So straighten the front leg as you exhale. And bend the front thigh. And straighten. Bend. Two more. Straighten. And bend. One more. Straighten. Good. Bend. Parsvottanasana. You're going to bring your foot up a little bit. So step it up and simply just straighten the front leg. The pyramid pose. Roll that right hip back. Spread out through the feet, the base of the feet. Exhale. Take a moment to fold, lengthen. Great. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Look up, step back. Go through your vinyasa or meet us in downward facing dog. Right? One or the other. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Crescent pose on the other side. Step your left foot forward. As you come up, put a little bend in your back knee. Bend the back knee, drop that thigh forward, hug the waist in. Inhale, reach the arms up. So 3 times. Squeeze a little of the inner thigh straight and bend. Lift the side waist and straighten. And bend one more time. And straighten, lift, rise up. Exhale, right hand down, simple twist. Plant the hand down, open up that arm. You can always place this bottom hand on a block. Extend the rib cage forward and then open up and tip a little bit out to the side. Let that chest open. Let the arm come back so you're stretching out the pec muscle on your left side. Inhale. Exhale, both hands down. Use your blocks or come up on your fingertips. And let the hips sink. And exhale, straighten. And bend. And straighten. And bend. Great. And straighten. And then let's bring the back foot up just about a foot step. Take your back heel to the ground. Little Parsvottanasana, extended pyramid pose. Extend the waist. So, there's no pressure, right? So if you start grasping at forward extensions, what happens is your hamstring gets really angry. It doesn't like the grip. But what likes the grip is your quadricep muscle because it wants to straighten the leg and it needs all the fibers of those muscles there to feel this tightening and this closing. And then the hamstring can finally take an exhale and practice the parigraha, a letting go. Extend if you can, inhale. Great, okay, let's look forward. Step up to the front of the mat. As you step up, walk your feet together. Bend the knees, come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Come up to stand, exhale all the way up. Exhale, palms to prayer. Okay, same thing again. Low chair squat to the ground. Inhale. Utkatasana. Take your time, you're coming down. Or you're going to stick that buttock out, get a nice extended back, all the way down, buttock down. Before you come all the way to the ground, can you hug, round, come onto your back, and then take simple bicycles. Right? Just keeping it simple. Exhale, squeeze it. Keep going, a couple more. Get that belly warm. 2 more. 1, And 2, hug your knees in. Long exhale. Getting some warmth today. Okay, backwards and forward. Come up, Navasana. Right, get your toes off the ground and squeeze your inner thighs in. Right, get the thighs to squeeze. So the base of your pubis is really important as you pull that up. Maybe arms up. It's okay if you're hanging onto those legs. Like it to squeeze. Another breath. Inhale. Exhale. Cross your shins. Come back, Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Spread out those fingers. Meet us in your dog pose, and we'll take 1 breath each side, warrior 1. Right foot up. Back heel to the ground. Now bend. And as you come up, set the rib cage back. Arms up, inhale. Exhale. Release your hands down. Step through your plank, your vinyasa. Left side, warrior 1. Back heel down, bend, and rise up, yogis. Good morning, right? This is your practice, your body, right? Your feelings, right? And honor all that is happening. So we're tapping in to these deeper layers of ourselves. Come into your downward facing dog. It is when we begin to deny, right? It's when we begin to deny the feeling or the grip within us, which is when it really causes suffering, right? We all move through so many waves in our life. It's when we push it away, tell ourselves we shouldn't be feeling this, we start to get into trouble. Look forward as you exhale. Step or float up. Inhale. Halfway. Exhale and we fold. Bend the knees. Sit in your chair, Utkatasana. Come all the way up to stand. Exhale, palms to prayer. Good, beautiful. So 1 regular Surya Namaskar B now, yogis. Feet together. Bend the knees. Come sit in your chair, Utkatasana. Great. Exhale, fold over your legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, step back, either lower chaturanga, or if you're kind of done with them, you can go downward dog, doesn't matter. Right, just find your breath, breathe, right foot forward. When you come back, right, find the ground, right, find the earth really hugging you. It's holding, press it down, inhale, rise. Exhale, come take it down, move it through your chaturanga dandasana. Match up your breath. You're in flow with the universe when that breath is with you. When you have, such a deep relationship with it, right? Bond with that feeling and the sound of the inhale and exhale. Left side, that's right. Warrior 1, left foot forward. Really nice. Take your time. When you come to your downward facing dog, hold there. We'll meet in our dog. Relax your jaw. Right, take in the entire environment around you. Right, include all that there is. There's no shutting out. Even though there's an inner focus, right, we start to blend, merge, right, with everything. Send a little love to all the yogis online with you right now. Heart to heart space. Let's inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Open up that hip, stack it on top. Stretch out through the toe, get the leg straight. Lift your left heel off the ground. High, 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 high. Inhale. Take your knee to the nose 3 times. Exhale. 1. Maybe stay in plank. 2. Now hug the knee up. The last one, we're going to take the right knee over to the right arm and then lift the knee higher. And then lift it higher up by the armpit. Bring it to center, step it through, warrior 2. So right foot forward, inhale, windmill the arms up, Virabhadrasana 2. Bend, let's dance the warrior. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Now, as you exhale, either forearm on the front thigh, or maybe it just sweeps on the inside edge of the leg and doesn't touch anything, and reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, left arm over the ear. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, dance that warrior. Inhale, come up, straighten your front leg. Turn your back toes in, prepare for triangle pose. Inhale, exhale, reach forward. Uttita Trikonasana, triangle, reach the top arm straight up to the ceiling. So press a little deeper through your inner front foot. Grip your right kneecap. Turn the top of your right thigh. Now bring that energy of the whole right leg up into the hip socket. Now do the opposite for the left leg. Press the entire left thigh bone out, away from your hip socket and into your left heel. Take one more breath. Ardha Chandrasana. Bend your front knee, walk your fingertips forward. Send the right fingertip a little bit out to the side, reach your left leg up. So we're going to take a little lift hip, right? Little abduction here. Once you find your balance, take a breath and pause. And then lift your left leg a little higher. And then go to position 1. And then lift it up. And a little down. Keep going. Up and down. Up and down. One more. Up. Good. Reach through the toe, point it. Let's step back into triangle pose. So go all the way back, big step. Inhale, lift the top arm up, reach, 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 reach. We're coming to plank. Exhale, both hands down, step to your plank pose. Come to the top of a push-up. Great. In your plank, forearm plank. So forearms down, and you can cross, right? You can grip a little bit of your fists if you'd like. Right, so you want the tailbone wrapped. Side ribs in. Keep it simple and breathe. Push the floor away. And we're just going to stay. Relax your jaw. Here we are. Breathe. Firm the thighs. One more breath. Great. Lift your hips. Maybe take the knees down. Come hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Walk it out again. That's it. Nice stroll in the park. Bend one knee, then the other. And we'll go left leg. Lift your left leg up. Open up the hip, stack it on top, point the toe. Reach, right, like your best ballet toe. Come high up on your right heel. Stretch the legs apart. Yes, inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose, squeeze in. Perhaps stay in plank. Send the leg back. Knee to the nose, squeeze in. Send the leg back. We're going to go high up with that left knee. Lift it, a little bit on the outside edge of your armpit. Lift it more. Bring it to center. Warrior 2. Stack your feet. Here we are. Unwind. Take up some space. So in your Warrior 2, let's just feel that for a moment. Yeah, take up some space and breathe into it. There is a little bit of feeling that everybody's been holding their breath for good reason, right? Oh, let that life come through you. Life is here. There's no waiting for it. We're living it at this moment. Bend a little bit more. Inhale. Reverse. Dance that warrior. Left arm up. And then exhale. Either forearm on the front thigh. Maybe you just sweep the arms and don't touch that front leg. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale will come up. Straighten your front leg. Turn your back toes in a little bit. Good. So squeeze into triangle pose, that front thigh. Extend the arm as far as you can. Take the hand down. Find your block or the arm on the outside edge. So this lovely circular movement of energy rising and dropping in this posture when we start to feel it through the front legs, right? This flow, this wheel. Press through your big toe mound. Engage and lift. The whole thigh, especially that kneecap and up into the thigh. And you're sucking up the femur bone into your hip socket. The back leg does the opposite, right? Press. Like you're drilling down a little of your femur bone on that right side, deep into the heel. And maybe there's even a drop of that circle that comes underneath you into the earth and moves all the way around and back up that front leg. As there's life moving through you. One more breath. Hand to your hip. Look down, bend your front knee, walk your fingertips forward, pop up a little bit, walk your fingertips forward. Ardha Chandrasana, let's come up on one leg. So the same thing happens with the legs, that same circular energy, right? Lifting up through the front thigh, stretch back out through the back leg. Flex your back leg, lift the leg a little higher. Let it go slightly, good. And lift, and let go, and lift. Let go, 2 more. Lift, let go. Lift, rise it up. Hold steady. Point the back toe and start to step back into triangle pose. Right, slide it back. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, release both hands down. Great, we're gonna come back to our plank and this time drop the knees to the ground so we're definitely in tabletop. In our tabletop, working on chaturanga push-ups, right? Feeling triceps squeezing in to bring it up. And also, you're going to pull up your mid-rib cage. Mid-rib cage up. Good, squeeze. So exhale down. Inhale, press up. Put a little grip in your fingertips. You do have to come forward, right? The shoulder heads have to be quite a way forward of your fingers, right? Maybe you got 2 more. Squeeze up that navel. That'll make you lighter. And then come for a moment, child's pose. Settle into the child's pose. Look at all that beautiful heated work you just did. Appreciate how the body just carried you through. How it was eager to get moving, right? Or not. Maybe it wasn't, but maybe it is now. Right? And especially if you feed a lot of prana, right? It's going to want to express that. The breath gives us the, it's like the food, right? The fuel for expression. Reach the arms forward. See if you can stretch them out. Come all the way up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great. Let's take right foot forward, warrior 2. Inhale, windmill the arms up. Viratu. Breathe. Lengthen your front thigh. Inhale. Extended side angle. Exhale, reach, 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 reach. Take your hand down, either forearm down or the hand on the floor or on the block. Once you have it there, let's extend that top arm up. From the inside of that armpit, rotate the arm in and bring it towards the ear. Bend that inner thigh a little bit more. Draw that navel in. Rotate the chest up to the ceiling. So that your rolling doesn't come from the shoulder, but all of that warmth we put in the front body. There's a drawing and then a rotating open. Another breath. Inhale. Exhale, look down at your front foot, standing split. So turn your hips, get on your right leg, and open up through that left top leg. So you're going to stretch, Maybe lift it a little higher. Anybody that wants to handstand kick, you're going to handstand kick, you can even go to the wall. You might want to turn it into that. Otherwise, see if you can stay on one leg and let your body roll down that front thigh. Inhale. Great. Exhale. Release. When you're ready, meet us at the front of the mat. Separate your feet a little wider than your hips. Squat, and then bring your elbows to the inside edge of your knees. So you're going to squat down. You're going to have to go wider with those legs. Get your knees to the inside edge. Move your hips back and squeeze the knees into your arms. Squeeze the knees into the arms. A little harder. A little harder. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Let it go. And again. Nice big squat. Buttock back. Arms to the inside. And squeeze your thighs. Squeeze a little deeper. One more breath. Woo. Exhale, fold. Walk your feet in a little closer. Move through your vinyasa. If you want to, you just go down dog, right? Choose chaturanga or send it back. Meet us. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nice long breath when you land. Slow it down. Right? Release each posture as it comes. It's just an expression of that universal flow moving through you. Send your left leg forward. Warrior two, my friends. Come all the way up. Plant those feet. Wow, yeah, bend. Inhale. Prepare Utthita Parsvakonasana. Extend. Use those legs. Your legs are calling out for the work. Bend that inner thigh. So rotate that inner arm inward towards the ear, and let's extend over the top ear. Hold steady. Right. The more you compress your feet down, the stronger you will feel. Now use that turn in the belly button. Squeeze it open. Good. And again. Squeeze the belly button open. One more breath. Now we're going to turn this into standing split. Hand down. Square off your hips. Take maybe that left foot back a little bit. Inhale. On one leg. Reach through that back leg. Otherwise, you can go to the wall or in the middle of your mat. Work your handstand. Maybe you hug in with that bottom arm in your standing split. Drop your head if you're standing splitting. Another breath. Beautiful. We're going to meet just with the feet down now. Let your spine hang. Rock. Okay, we're going to continue this week to work on the Bakasana the way we've been doing. Take your hands to your hips. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Right? It's nice to focus sometimes just very also specifically on one pose, right? As well as some similar actions. We develop a little bit more skill and lightness. So a lot of this is we develop a lot of lightness in the body. So we're going to work the feet because that feels good. Right foot forward. Roll on the foot. And we're going to releve up. So take your heel really up and come up high on the balls of the feet. Try and get your weight centered and squeeze down a little through that front body. So the heel as high as possible, you're going to start to feel some action in your soleus, your gastroc muscles, your calf muscles. Exhale down. Okay, other side. Left foot forward. So you're going to lean into it, right? Come forward, lean into it, hug that belly in, and then come all the way off your left heel. Go high and light. Exhale, release. Good. Other side. Right side. Go forward. Up, 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 up. Lift. Hug up the base of your belly. Make your calves work. Lift the heel higher. Exhale, release. Left side. Left foot forward. Right. Heel lift. Grip the back of the calf. Close your belly. Right. Make your calf muscle work. Inhale. Great. Exhale. Oh, you feel that in those feet? I do. All right. So Bakasana from there. Working that same way. So coming up off the heels. So before you even go to the squat and go to your crow pose, get those heels to lift. And can you feel your calf muscles have to really contract to hold that? So you want that calf muscle contraction and then knees out to the side. Start to work a little of this rounding already of your pubis rolling up and in. Take your hands down, knees up high, grip them. Trick is to go forward, right? So rock forward a little bit. Maybe you rock forward a couple of times until you can get tight and curl those toes off the floor. Squeeze them up. Now, really squeeze your triceps. Inhale. Good. Breathe. Exhale. Release. Fold. Good. Breathe in your forward fold. You will start to feel, especially if you don't work the calves a lot, maybe a little feeling in the calf muscle. And you're going to come up again. One more time. All the way up. If you want to take some other balance pose, of course you can. Maybe side crow. Right? If you want to go to the side or some other arm balance. We're keeping pretty basic because it's hard for me to see you. Up on the calves. Big toes together. Yes. Inhale. Start to bend. Knees out to the side. And take your arms out in front. Keep your heels up and your knees up. And if that's up, they kind of fit perfectly on that outer arm. And then lean forward. That's it. Rock and lean forward. And then that strong curl of the toe in. Really useful. Great. Good, you almost got it. Keep your big toes together. Yeah, Stephanie, your big toe mounts have to stay together, knees apart. That gives that connectedness. When you're through, my loves, you're going to rest in, when I say rest, it's not always so restful for everybody, but we're going to come through our Virasana. If you're still working in your crow pose, right, take your time, no rush. But come down, sit between the feet, and then you'll, maybe something underneath here. We're going to start to open up a little bit. I want to take some time to open up the front body, get our back body in balance, bring some balance to the body. So I'll give you a moment to settle down. Anybody that wants to recline in this posture, I'm going to take that roll of that tailbone up, right? And it's still that drawing up of your pubic bone, right? So this kind of circle in your hips. And if you want to go all the way down, you go ahead. Again, I really recommend something underneath your buttocks if your knees start to come high up off the ground or you start to feel a lot of tension around the knees. You might feel a little something. A little something is okay. A lot of feeling, right? Build yourself a block or something to sit on. Let's close our eyes and take 3 or 4 more breaths here. Relax your jaw. Notice the gripping that might be taking place. Okay. Take a nice long inhale. And exhale. Come up. Walk yourself forward. and come in pretty swiftly to downward facing dog. And straighten your legs. Straighten your legs and open up the back of the knee. Good, one more breath. So we're going to take our bridge pose. We'll take our bridge and then we'll come up to Ustrasana. So we'll go up and down, walk forward, cross your shins, and come onto your back. All right, so to come onto your back, we'll take a few bridge lifts to get the back of the body all revved up, right? Get it energized. And dynamic is often better than static to do that. So you're going to rotate your inner arms out. Tuck and roll your shoulders underneath. We want to feel contraction in the back of the legs, in those glutes, that real deep lift. So we'll go roll the tailbone up. 1, 2, 3, and almost to the ground. 1, 2, 3. And little pulses. So wrap your inner thigh down. This will broaden that glute, stretch a little bit. You'll get more of the glute working for you. You want to sense that the glute is actually doing the, the fibers run from your sacrum, outward to your hips. So when you turn the knees out too much, it's going to grip to your sacrum. So just a slight little roll down. Okay, I'm going to rest, take one breath, and then side hip swings to get more one side. You'll come up and you'll go little swing to the right. And swing it, left and right. Let's move this way. That's it. Notice if it's one side is easier than the other. Just take note of that. Right. Give the other side a little extra work to do. Almost there. And swing, and swing, and swing, and exhale. Release. Letting that feeling flood through the body. It is so easy to feel stagnancy, right? Whether it's this moment or not, whether we're isolated or not, there's always a lot that we have to fight a little bit against, that stagnancy or that tamasic nature. So if you start feeling that coming over you, breathe deeper. Perfect way to start to rev up. Tuck and roll your shoulders underneath. So we'll take our bridge pose, roll the tailbone up, interlace your fingers. Backs of the legs should feel pretty warmed up. And then roll your tailbone up. Work your feet down. Tailbone up. Let's release that whole front body contraction and stretch the entire front body, right? Open, ready for the day, heart pumping a little bit. Don't be afraid to get some longer inhales here. One more breath, yogis. Inhale. Great. Exhale, release. Right. So we're going to come up on the knees for Ustrasana. If you want to roll to one side, you can. If you just want to rock up, go ahead. You might need something for your knees. So Ustrasana is a little bit of a bigger back extension than your bridge pose. So my recommendation, if you can, is to keep the tops of the feet on the ground. If you're nowhere near getting your heels, right, then plant them and curl the toes under. Think about that front lift of the body, right, a real stretch up of the muscles from the pubic bone, right, rather than a collapse there. When you're ready. So we're going to dynamically charge it first. So take your thigh bones forward, lift through that pubic bone, lift the waist, and kind of reach your arms almost back, and then come back to center. Rise, 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 rise. Almost back. Okay, 2 more. Rise up. Hamstrings forward. Good. Next time you come, inhale, rise. Take it back, find your heels, right? Press down. You could put blocks right beside you. You could put a bolster on top of your calf muscles and press your fingertips into the bolster as well. Extend your chest. Inhale, come up, sit down for a moment, close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Good, one more breath. Reach your arms forward. One more time. Come up on your knees. Inhale, lift. Really drive those hamstrings forward. Okay. Inhale, extend your spine. Try and use that strong glute to push you forward and hamstring. Yes. Head is the very last part of the pose. So if you find you're throwing your head back first, keep it forward. Good. That's it. Now hold that front body. Squeeze the hamstrings forward. Take another 2 breaths. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, come all the way up. Yes. Come sit down. Warrior's meditation. Close your eyes. Feel the power within you. This unfolding mystery within. And make sure we leave room for the mystery. We become so full of facts and figures and opinions and discussions. Make space for that mystery. Let's come lay down. Exhale. Okay. So we're going to take, I love this little vinyasa. It really helps, ease the hips and the back. Let's start with Happy Baby. We'll go to Happy Baby. Let the body settle there. Relax your jaw. Keep the right leg where it is and let your left leg soften on the ground. So these are soft limbs. They can be soft limbs as you do this. What I mean by that, it's definitely a soft left leg. You might stretch the right leg straight as you bring it out to the side, right? And let yourself tip a little bit, right? So my left leg is just sort of dragging along for the ride. And then I'll take the leg back up to center, place my left hand on top of the foot, on top of the right foot, and then let the body tip to the side. The only time you might get tense is stretching the leg out once it drops. That will feel good. Any amount. Come back to center and start to make a vinyasa through this. Let the right leg tip, left leg soft. Maybe straighten the leg. Back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And last little one. Stretch it across the body. Push out through the heel. Inhale. Come back. Relax that leg down. Bring your left foot up now into Happy Baby. Ardha Ananda Balasana. Let's let the right leg get soft. Flop your right leg. Start to tip your left leg out to the side. Come through your middle. Take your right foot on top of the foot. It's not underneath, it's on top of the foot. And then let yourself tip. And maybe straighten out that leg. All right, if you can do it, right? Just let the body start to talk to you. Don't worry about instructions now. Just let it move. Back and forth. Stretch. You got one more. And reach it around. Push, stretch it away. Beautiful. Come back to center. Take your right foot on top of the left knee. And take your, thread the needle. So if anybody wants to go a little deeper, right, you can hug your shin in. Maybe even rock it. Otherwise, you can pop that right knee on top, your right foot, on top of your left knee. But many of you are warmed up. You might want to take the wrap of the leg. And if you haven't already, close your eyes. Long breath. Exhale, let that leg go. Switch your sides. And wrap the foot. Right, if you did so on the other side. Go back to closing your eyes. Nice long breath. Exhale. Let it go. And release Shavasana. Maybe take your hand and roll the tailbone down, right, as you re-straighten your legs. Bring the arms beside you, pop up your shoulder blades. Take anything out of your hair that's tight, gripping, right? Let go of the grip. The theme of the day, let go of the grip. Open your jaw wide once. Aparigraha, or non-grasping, invites us to practice divine play. Experience full intimacy and contact with the moment, and then to let go so the next thing can come. It is how our adhikara, or competency, grows and how we become more who we are capable of becoming. I have a grand piano that I enjoy playing, but as Yogaraj Achala reminds me, when it is time to eat, I don't carry the piano to my dining room. Why would I want all of that weight on my shoulders? And yet, often we do try to carry the piano to the dining room table, so to speak, trying all different ways we can think of to find some kind of permanence, something to hold on to. But the nature of the realm of aparigraha is impermanence. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. If we can fall back to the breath and watch the belly rise and fall with each inhalation and exhalation, we can feel the truth of the transience of all things. Feel every cell on your body yawning open and letting go. And as it lets go, as those cells let go of the weight of everything that you don't need to carry, they can go back to doing their jobs with full energy and full play. We can do that with every part of ourselves. Open it up and let the weight of the world drop away. And deepen your breath. Draw your knees into your chest. Roll to your right side. And come up to sit. Let's take the palms to prayer. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you. Love.